99% of everything came true when I used this to manifest. Namaste, my friends, and welcome back to another video. My name is Matt. I'd like to thank you for stopping by to manifest with me today. In this video, I want to share with you something very profound, something very powerful that allowed me to manifest very, very quickly, and actually allowed me to manifest things that I had a lot of resistance around. This video is going to be very, very important because it kind of goes against the tide of what you hear a lot about manifestations and your emotions and how you shouldn't feel negative emotion, right? You should always try to feel positive emotion all the time. Well, sometimes that just flat out doesn't work. And actually, when instead of trying to avoid negative emotion, we embrace it instead, we find that we manifest so much faster, so much quicker. We don't run into all that resistance, and in fact, a lot of the things that we had a lot of resistance around, a lot of manifestations we thought might take a long time to get, actually comes so much faster when you manifest like this. So we're gonna jump right into this. What this comes down to is this idea, again, of negative emotion. And we hear a lot about negative emotion. When you feel a negative emotion, you should instantly try to feel positive. That negative thought that comes in, you should automatically try to flip it to something positive. Well, guess what? Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes we're in such a momentum on the other side that it's hard to kind of swing back into that positive momentum, get our thoughts going to a more positive level, our emotions getting a more positive level. Of course, that's the goal, but sometimes it's not easy to do so. And so when I kind of figured out this trick, which I'll show you exactly where I figured it out and how it works so well for me, literally allowed me to manifest almost everything I wanted very, very quickly, is really instead of avoiding our negative emotions, instead of trying to change our negative emotions, we allow them to be there. Okay, that's very, very key. We allow our negative emotions in. And this comes from this idea that this saying that what you resist persists, and what you look at disappears, okay? And so this idea of allowing our negative emotions in, like if we think about some manifestation that we really want and we feel a big negative emotion around it, don't try to automatically flip all these thoughts, just accept that negative emotion, allow it, feel it, don't question it, and you'll notice when you do that, that negative emotion disappears, okay? Because again, what you look at disappears. What you allow in disappears. What you don't put your attention on disappears. And so that's very, very key, because sometimes the more we try to get rid of a negative emotion, the more that negative emotion strikes back at us, the more resistance we feel, and the less we get close to our manifestation, right? The further away we actually get. So I want to share with you this quote. This is powerful. This comes from Neale Donald Walsch. He's the writer of the books Conversations with God. Very, very powerful. This is when I heard this quote, this is what gave me this kind of aha moment when it came to negative emotion, that we shouldn't necessarily run from it, but we should step towards it, because it's actually telling us something. And as soon as we step towards it, we become so much more stronger. We allow the negative emotions in. When we allow them in, they tend to disappear a whole lot faster. And thus, it gives us more space to feel the positive emotions, to feel the good feeling thoughts, and to allow our manifestations to come in quicker. So check out this quote here from Neale Donald Walsch. In the moment I start feeling uncomfortable, I go, yes, that's the feeling of discomfort again. Bring it on. I am comfortable with my discomfort. I find comfort in my discomfort. That I'm not really sure feeling means I am absolutely sure. It means that the highest part of myself is speaking to me in a way that vibrates throughout every cell of my body, that I used to call discomfort and that I now call a signal from the divine. Move into that, not away from it. Every time I denied myself the experience of my own greatness is because I moved away from it rather than move into my discomfort and locked myself out of my place of joy. Not every once in a while, every single time. I hope that's life-changing for you to hear that, because it was life-changing for me. And this is when I started seeing more of my manifestations ever come into fruition, when I stopped fearing the negative emotion. Anytime a negative emotion came up, I wouldn't go, oh gosh, oh no, I gotta think a positive thought. Oh no, I have to do this. I have to get rid of this negative emotion. Instead, I used exactly what Neale Donald Walsch says and said, I started feeling comfortable with my discomfort. Every time that discomfort came in, I go, there it is again, bring it on. I'm here, it's all good. right? Instead of thinking discomfort is this negative thing, instead of thinking negative emotions is this negative thing, think of it as a sign that you are on the right track. Think of it as a sign that there's nothing to fear. Think of it as a sign of the universe saying, yes, you're on your path. It's all good. Keep going day by day, step by step. You can do this. You will find your greatness when you do this. You will manifest everything you want when you do this, when you no longer fear the emotion and you step into the emotion, when you allow the emotion to come in, you don't question it, you don't worry about it, you just allow it to be there, and you continue going on with your day, continue going on with your manifestation techniques, continue doing what you know what you need to do in order to bring what you want into your life. This is the key for it all. Allow that negative emotion in, find comfort in that discomfort. You'll find that it disappears so much faster. You'll find that it doesn't come as often, and you'll find the things that you want end up manifesting faster than ever before. Now, if you want to take this idea of negative emotion a step further and kind of apply it more to when it comes specifically to your manifestations, I give you a great exercise to do that, and you can check out this exercise in this video right here.